All right, we are in the analysis phase of the election, which was a historical election with President Trump winning decisively. And let's take a look at the demographics, because he gained with nearly all the demographics, including women, not a huge amount, but 2. Men, 3. Non-college educated. So if you're thinking of people who might have been in the rank and file of the unions, working class people said they are for Trump, +6. This, to me, is decisive. These next 2, Hispanic voters, +6, black voters, +7. So that was not a mirage. That was in the data, and President Trump captured something, and he'll probably be able to keep them. But this was a big one, too. A huge part of the reason that Trump beat Harris is because young voters went for Trump, +10. And Bill, 40% of those young voters said that the economy was their #1 issue. They've been saying that all along. All these people said this all along. I don't know why the Biden-Harris team didn't listen to them.
Yeah. When compared to 4 years ago, you're right, 2020. Kevin O'Leary is with me now. You were waxing poetic last night about America. You were talking about how if you're running a football team, you want to put your best player on the field and you want to make sure that they're prepared. And you were saying that she was not prepared for that moment. When you look at those numbers that Dana was pointing out over there,
so
what do you think?
You know, what I think the Democrats missed was when you look at job creation in America, 62% are created by businesses, small businesses, 5 to 500 employees. These are first and second generation family businesses. They are the backbone of the American economy. They are not stupid. They understand the difference between 21 and 28% corporate tax rate because they pay that. They also understand the difference, and this is very important, of taxing unrealized capital gains. That, I can assure you, was a lightning bolt through that constituency. I invest in these people. This is what I do. I'm an advocate for small business in America. That freaked them out. They thought that was un-American. They thought that wasn't really the American dream. To have the government take money from you before you've realized anything was a real shocker. And you may remember, including, she put proxies out there and advocates to try and pull that back in, you know, saying, look, I'll never do that. Congress will never pass that. But that really affected the psyche of the American small business family. And it cost her a lot.
It certainly did. And also, if you look at the Fox News voter analysis on the economy, housing costs vary or somewhat concerned at 79%, and cost of food and groceries, 91%, and healthcare costs, 84%. But that we don't even have in here car insurance, right? So all of those issues really big. What can President Trump do upon taking office that will help maybe alleviate some of that? Is there much he can do?
Yes, there is. Lower input costs of energy. Every single sector of the American economy uses energy. If he keeps true to his promise, not just oil, but natural gas, we have a power crisis. So every single business, large or small, is paying more for power, and it's inflationary. If he does this and he drops the price of energy down, this will immediately have an impact on the American economy. And I believe he will do that, and I'm very excited that he would do that because I deal with this every day. And I must tell you something that I'm excited about. I didn't want to leave here till I knew the outcome of this election because I'm going on a fundraising tour to Geneva, Abu Dhabi, Riyadh tonight. I get to go there saying it's 21% tax rate like it's always been. Please bring your money to America.
Gasoline across America average about $3.20 a gallon.
Yeah.
How long before he can get it back below $2?
The energy market anticipates supply by about 90 days to 4 months. The minute they see this happen, there's going to be pressure because he will lift regulation. I hope he considers reopening the Anwar narrative because that can reduce national debt. And of course, when they see it coming, the forwards markets will drop the price of gasoline and, you know, unprocessed oil. I'm very excited about this energy part because he can actually implement that. He can execute on that almost immediately.
It affects inflation.
I would love to see Doug Burgum as Secretary of Energy. I know he's out there. You know, I've worked with him in North Dakota.
Well.
I would love to see him do it. I hope he takes that mandate.
Yeah. Nice to see you.
Thank you for
Thank you.
being
Have a good
with
trip.
us.
Take care.
Let us know what they say now, okay? Thank you.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.